Magnification volume, 0%.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Blindformers. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and for today, I have for you Transformers War for Cybertron Seige APE-Face, the HorrorCon. This is continuing the HorrorCon series for the October event of Blind Awareness Month. You can also check out my Tales of the Blind, which are stories that I'm telling for Blind Awareness Month from a personal perspective of being blind. Please like, subscribe, comment, do all the fun things. Please share for raising blind awareness. It really helps. And let's get into it. Now, if you've watched my More Than Meets the Eye episodes, then you already know his measurements, you already know his sizes, you've already seen the comparisons, and you've already heard everything I have to say about it. So, without further ado, let's get into the transformation. We're going to start off in robot mode, because that's how you get the figure. I always start off in the mode that you get the figure in, because I want to make sure that you can transform it if you can't see. And it's really hard to get the mode into a vehicle mode to learn how to transform it from the vehicle mode to the robot mode. I've always thought that was kind of stupid. So, we're going to start, and let's go. First off, what you want to do for your ape-face is remove his accessories. So remove the gun, remove the shield, and because he's a headmaster, get in there, remove the head. The head's a little sticky sometimes, but you can get it off. Alright, now he's a headless monster. So, we're going to start with jet mode. It's honestly one of the easier modes to get into. So first off, you want to break the nose cone for his jet mode off, meaning like this, you take it off from his back and like just have it sitting straight up. He's going to be a middle school boy, very embarrassed right now. Let's see, I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to move that around. So what you want to do right now is you want to take the move to the back of his legs and grab the thing that's this big thing on his right behind his lower leg area. This is it's some sort of tread. It's going to be basically his landing gear for the jet mode, so it just folds over sideways. There's a panel on the back of the leg. I really appreciate it when they do these. This is, it helps because it doesn't have hollowness. They use these panels to hide the hollowness. So you're going to just want to copy the same step on this side. If it will work with me. Come on now. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. We're having fun right now. And you're just trying to ruin my fun. There it goes. This can be a little sticky. It doesn't like to pull apart, but you can get it pretty easily. So once you've pulled the back of the lower legs apart on both of them, now we're going to go over to the arms. We're going to go ahead and take care of the arms next. You want to fold in both of the fists for the arms. And once you've done that, the arms are just going to kind of fold over on themselves. You can find that there is a little divot, like a little point on, I think that's, yeah, on both of them. It's a blast effect port, but it also lets you know where you're supposed to fold things to. You're supposed to fold the arm to the opposite side, so rotate the arm around. Maybe I did that wrong. Yeah, there it goes. So just fold the arm backwards, and it's going to lay flat on itself. Now, follow that same step. Fold the arm backwards all the way. And then it will just snap into itself. And they should be equal on both sides. Equal on both sides. Make sure that everything is equal. This guy's very symmetrical. I do appreciate his symmetry. Now that you've done that, we're going to move into these legs. What you want to do with these legs is you're going to fold them and then fold them again. So what you want to do is you're going to fold them so that the knee touches the underside of the foot. You can just fold that over so that that happens, and then once that occurs, you can then fold the leg down completely, and it will sort of kind of snap into place. And you want to follow that step on this side as well. So you just want to move the entire leg all the way down so that the back of the foot, the inside of the foot area that was revealed when you split off this area, the hollow section, the inside of the foot, touches the knee. So boom, touches the knee, and then the entire leg will just fold down. And there you have it. Now, this part is a little difficult. It's easy enough to get kind of right, but we have a small issue, I think. Yeah, think I forgot something. So unfold the legs because I forgot to spin the waist. Oh, right, this guy doesn't have a spinny waist. Nope, I'm doing it right. I'm doing it right. I'm just being overly cautious. So fold those bits back into place. I go there like so. Then these fold the panels that did fold into his legs just kind of fold off onto the sides. And then what you want to do is, I guess, rotate that. I don't know what you're supposed to do with that. Let's get that together like that. Maybe it'll come into play. I'll realize that I'm transforming something wrong in a minute whenever I'm getting all this stuff. So now that you've gotten both of the legs done like that, you want to bring this entire nose cone area down. And the toes for the feet need to fold upwards, and they will snap into place as you heard. Now that all that's done, this nose cone will come down. Now this nose cone is weird. So the nose cone has these two 5mm ports, one on each side of it, right near the point where the hinge is. They're not very long. They're kind of stubby. I wish they were longer. But their whole goal is to plug into the 5mm ports on the bottom of each of the feet. So you want to plug each foot in. And this is going to require that you move some stuff around just slightly to get it together. And it never really works too well for me. This is one of those parts where I'm like, little QC would have been nice had they realized that they didn't make that port long enough. It's kind of weird how they didn't make these ports long enough, and then they grossly overcorrected for Earthrise Grapple and made those ports too long, and then they got it right with Inferno. But it took them a little while to get it right, because I think those are the only ones that have something that plug into the bottom of the feet. So mainly what I do is, these ports are supposed to plug into the bottom of the feet. They don't always do that, but the side panels that you folded out earlier are actually just going to kind of fold off onto the sides and fill in the gaps that would have been there in the vehicle mode. 1 second. Computer, play Modest Mussorgsky.
Here's some music by Modest Mussorgsky on Amazon Music.
Thank you. Is that so hard? Crazy thing. Okay. You make sure that everything is leveled out. Pretty clear, pretty precise. And now you're just left with these two tread things that, for some reason, are upside down. I haven't been able to figure out why that is, unless this isn't a tread. I mean, it feels like it could be a tread. I guess the underside of it's a tread. Anyway, I'm digressing. So once you've gotten the nose cone kind of right, if your guy can plug his nose cone into the siege ports, then all the better to you. My guy can't, unless I really work at it. So now we're going to work with the wings. The wings are going to, they're on a little hinge that makes them fold up and down, and you can fold the wings. I mean, you could pull them up and down, and for more mobility, so pull the wing up, take it so it's horizontal. I mean, it's going to be on a new plane where it's no longer vertical up and down. It's going to be sideways. So you just grab it and spin it slightly and push it down, and then you take these the robot feet, the monkey feet that are attached to the arms. Make sure that the feet are actually pointed backwards, because those are going to act as like little engines for him, or you can pretend they're engines. And yeah, there you go. This guy's in his plane mode, and this stupid nose cone does not want to pin into place. But that's how it goes. It just doesn't want to pin into place for me. You can work at it. It does. I can work at it for a few minutes and get it right, but I'm trying not to make these videos too long. So once you've gotten all this done, you'll find that he has a cockpit where a plane cockpit should be. Then you take your little headmaster guy that's a head, and you unfold him, and you turn him into a little dude. So you unfold the legs off the back of the head. The head part, the face, is now going to be the back of the robot, and the robot will just sit in this cockpit. You can just set him down in the cockpit. And here's another thing that's kind of a flaw with this guy, is everything works pretty well with this little cockpit and this little dude in the cockpit. Did I put him in there right? Yeah. And then the cockpit door What's going on with you? Oh, oops. Make sure that you actually bend the legs correctly, because they have a little knee and a hip. If you can, you got to bend the hip up all the way with the knee so that he can fit in this cockpit correctly, and you can actually shut the cockpit door. So you get him in there, and then the door will shut. So closing him into the cockpit. And now comes one part that I don't like about this figure. Well, don't like a lot, but you take the shield and you plug it into that siege port right in front of the cockpit. And the shield is going to cover the cockpit completely. And there you have it. Final piece, take the gun and put the gun on the underside of the nose, like so. There you go. It's not wanting to stick in. This guy. Come on, there it goes. All right. And it doesn't want to stay in place. It's going to fall out. But there you go. Whee! All right. We've got the jet mode. Now I moved into jet mode. Now we're going to take apart that bit. So let's get into monkey mode. So then you remove the top bit, the shield covering the canopy. You open the canopy. You grab the little dude out. You set him off to the side. You close the canopy. And I did jet mode second because it's easy to get from jet mode to monkey mode. So all you do with the jet mode is you fold this bit back, and you fold the nose cone back, and then inside the nose cone there's a little hollow area where you can fold up this the bottom half of the monkey head, and that's going to go into place. After you do that, pick the wings up on their little spinners, spin them up so that they're behind the monkey head and off to the side a little bit. It will just give him some added girth in his silhouette. And you will do the same with the other wing. You spin it at a 45-degree angle. Is that more of a... No? I guess that would be about 45. Maybe 35 to 45-degree angle. It will sit behind these monkey arms, which we're about to unfold. So now you've done that. You want to rotate this weird thing that I was considering to be a tread or something like that. You want to fold it up. Reach inside, under the underside of it. Fold out this little panel. And once you fold out this panel, you can reach inside that one and fold out his little bitty monkey hand and his gorilla arm. And you want to follow that step through. On this side, you want to grab... Oh, no. Sometimes everything will try to unsnap while you're trying to fold these monkey arms up. So it's important to keep your thumb on his midsection, because his midsection in this mode is made up of both of his legs. So you want to keep them together with your thumb. Then rotate like with the other arm. Find where the inner arm rotates out, rotate that out, and then find where the hand rotates out from that, and rotate that out. This, of course, leaves a lot of hollow area, which lower the arms if you want to try and hide that. These arms are not very articulated. They don't do much but move up and down and kind of side to side. Once again, something I'm a little upset with this guy, but, you know, talk about that later. So, well, we've talked about that already. And now you want to move down to his lower bit, where the arms were folded into their little squares, and there were the little monkey, the gorilla feet that were engines. So you want to fold out the gorilla feet, both of them. It's pretty intuitive how you fold them out. And then you want to make sure that you fold them forwards just about a little bit, because he's got tiny, tiny feet to support his weight on, and that is a little annoying. I'm pretty sure gorillas do not have feet that are that small compared to their overall size. But you can use his extended gorilla arm to help stabilize him. Now that we've gotten all that done, you can't really do anything with the nose cone. It's just going to sit there. It's going to make him be like a reverse unicorn gorilla. So we're going to move into making his face now. So what you want to do is take your little headmaster guy, fold him like you're going to make the head of APE-Face, and indeed, you make the head of APE-Face again. But this time, you're going to plug it into this open area that has this jaw motif on the sides. It's got this nice teeth molding and stuff. That's pretty cool. You want to take and make sure that you have his eyes visible. You can feel it. You can feel his faceplate. I mean, the sculpt work on this head sculpt is pretty cool. So feel where the faceplate is, feel where the eyes are, and then you're going to just want to plug the head in to there, because if you feel inside of here, there's a little square where that head is actually going to plug in. So you want to put the head into the gorilla thing, and then the port will plug in, and your gorilla will have a face. There you go. Now spin him around backwards so we can finish this up. This bit's just going to go right where it goes before the shield. It's just going to plug in there. Not too terribly strongly, but it will. And the gun is just going to plug onto his back because the gorilla doesn't use a gun. I mean, I guess he could. We could slide it in sideways right here. If at all. No. The gorilla doesn't use the gun. Just plug the gun onto the back. The gorilla mode has no use for weapons, or just set it off to the side. It's not wanting to plug in today. It's probably the wrong gun now that I think about it. But there you have it. There is your monkey mode or your gorilla mode. It's this guy's got some pretty easy transformations. He's not too difficult. He is actually a fun and intuitive transformation. You're just kind of spinning him all over the place in his different modes. I'll set the two accessories off to the side. And other than the fact that nothing wants to really clip together correctly, and there's just QC problem after QC issue, it's a fun transformation all in all. But there you have it. There's the transformation for APE-Face. Happy Halloween. Halloween is next week. I hope that trick-or-treating can actually happen. You know, I just moved into a neighborhood in the past year, so I'm looking forward to actually having trick-or-treaters. We didn't have any last year because of, well, everybody knows why. Anyway, I am Blind Prime, and you've been watching Blindformers on Transformers Seige APE-Face. I hope you've enjoyed the show, and please, feel free to check out other Blindformers episodes. I'm here to help you transform your Transformers. Until next time.